What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and once again I'm here to talk to you about Warhammer 40k. Now yesterday I gave you a video where I actually went back in time and did kind of like a review slash update to the Tactica that I did like 6 years ago. This is when we first started dipping our toes into Warhammer 40k, so first of all, I sound really hesitant, because I could already see it as I'm looking at myself, all like the numbers and all the tactics going through my mind, and I'm trying to say it right, but also trying to make it make sense. And it's an interesting way to kind of critique yourself, but also learn from the past. So I'm going to be doing a update on the Pathfinders. So let's see what I had to say on the Pathfinders back in 5th edition, and let's see how much of that actually still pertains to 9th edition. So let's dive into this video.
What is up, y'all? This is the Sound Alchemist bringing you yet another installment on Tactica. This time we're talking about the glue of the army, the support, the thing that makes everything just the Pathfinders.
So right off the bat, yes and no. Pathfinders in a way are the glue of the army, but more so because of the marker light that they wield. The marker light is what's going to make you hit more often and deal more damage. So without marker light support, the Tau, which are known to be more of a ranged army, lose a lot of your strength. There are stratagems to mitigate that, to give you automatic marker light hits on certain targets, but you never really want to play a Tau army without marker light support. And there's two ways of getting that. That is through drones and through Pathfinders, but let's see if I explain why Pathfinders are the better choice.
With these guys, they're your cheap go-to source for the one, the only, the marker lights. Marker lights are basically little dots, kind of like what Predator does, that give you a bunch of good things for the army. For example, +1 BS, and that can stack, so you could actually have up to BS of 10. Why not?
5th edition with its crazy rules. It's actually interesting because that actually got to a point in 5th edition where your BS can be upgraded so good that it's almost impossible to hit. Like, I know there were some HQs where it's like you hit on a 2+, but if you roll a 1, you still can get like a hit if you roll like a 5 or 6 afterwards. Yeah, it was weird. It was crazy to think about in today's terms, but it was a rule. And thankfully that changed, because having BS 10 on certain models is just stupid insane. But anyway, let's continue on.
Remove the cover save. That's always good. Take away that cover and you'll see a lot of things go squish, squish, squish. And lastly, you can fire a Seeker Missile from any other unit at a ballistic skill of 5, or 2. Well, you need 2s or higher to hit, whichever BS that is. You guys know already. So, these guys are cheap. I take them bare bones. Don't give them no ion weapons. Don't give them any drones. Just take the minimum squads and get like 2 or 3 of them. That way you'll have marker lights going this way, that way, this way, anywhere you need them to go. A thing to note is Pathfinders are weak. They are basically the unborn babies of the Tau with marker lights. So put them in cover, keep them in cover, and don't touch them. They are only 5+ on their armor save, so basically any gun is just going to go right through that and they're going to die. Once they die, the marker lights go away, your army basically goes downhill that way. Because even though Tau are a shooting army, they desperately need these marker lights.
Yeah, that is 100% correct. You always want to go bare bones when you're talking Pathfinders, because for one, they're kind of squishy, and you don't really want to have a big squad, because it's going to be easier to see, easier to hit for your opponent. But at the same time, if you roll really well with your marker lights, and let's say you got like a squad of 10 Pathfinders and they all hit, you don't need that many marker lights. I think the cap is like at 5 or 6, something like that. So all those other marker lights that would have hit should have been used on another squad. So that's why I tend to run them in just a pure 5-man squad and get a few of them, because with Tau, target priority is key. You want to make sure that whatever you're lighting up, you're going to wipe out. It's never good to leave many units at like half strength. Just finish off whatever you're shooting at and then move on. So that's why I bring like 2 or 3 squads. So 2 Pathfinder squads would light up one target, and then the other one would light up another. So that shows you, hey, focus all your fire on the one with the most marker lights, and then move on to the next.
And there are a few ways of getting them besides the Pathfinders, but in my opinion, Pathfinders are the way to go. Number one thing you got to remember with these guys, target priority is key. If you forget this, any battle strategy you have will go down the drain. Basically, fire your marker lights at that number one thing you want to get off the board, and don't stop shooting that unit until it is completely destroyed. Many times you could, let's say you target one and then you target another unit and you fire everything at these, but there might be a few guys left standing in each squad. Even though you greatly reduce the numbers and effectiveness of that enemy squad, if they catch you in close combat, remember, you're Tau, you are gonna basically die every single time. Many times 1 or 2 Marines is all it takes to take down maybe even crisis suits, but against Pathfinders, they will die. So that ends this installment of my Tactica. Tune in for more Tau-tastic videos. Again, this is the Sound Alchemist. Rate, comment, subscribe, and look at all of our other videos. You'll find something you'll like every single time. Peace.
I forgot I did that. Wow, that brings me way back. The whole clapping and pointing at the end of every video. Wow, why did I stop? The whole reason why I did that is like the whole, Sound Alchemist from Full Metal Alchemist, the clapping to complete the circle, to do transmutation. You guys know. But yeah, that last part is 100% true. Kill your enemy squads 100% because, like I said, 1 or 2 Marines will be able to charge, and they could probably get you in close combat. And yeah, it's interesting how correct everything is from 5th edition to now. Tactic-wise, you always want to play them the same way you were playing them back in the day, so it's not like you have to relearn a whole new unit. The ion and rail weapons, don't give them to your Pathfinders. Like they're not. That's not what they're for. They're there to support, and marker light is what you want to be shooting each and every turn. So yeah, if you guys have any other tactics that I missed, any other tactics that you think the community should know, let us know down in the comments below. And if you guys made it to this portion of the video, hopefully you guys understand that that is not current me. That is me from 6 years ago. So yes, I do look younger. Yes, I'm skinnier. I don't know why a lot of you guys didn't get that in the first Tau Tactica revision that I did yesterday. But there it is. Oh, those times were so much simpler. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, because I'm going to keep giving you those awesome 40k videos that you guys want. And as always, this has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I will be catching you guys in the next video. Peace.